Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 2 of Horror Talk Kills, here with Loaf and Frank. We've upgraded the station a little bit. We've got our cameras going. We're going on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. How you been, boys?
Great, mate.
Good.
So, pretty much what this season's going to be is we're going to be doing remakes of popular horror franchises. We're going to pick 2 each. We'll go through all that soon. Loaf, you can explain a little bit more if you want, bro. Just elaborate on the season.
So, welcome back, boys.
Welcome back.
It's great to be back, man. It's
weird.
It's been a while.
Over a year.
I thought
Over a year, yes.
that was the show. We made a comeback. Somehow, we're back.
It was out of the blue. I'm not going to lie. It was out of the blue.
It was
It
definitely.
The Frank woke up, there's a couple messages going, Horror Talk Kills is back. I really had no option but to be here today, so.
No, but we made our money back.
Yeah, we've upgraded the station too. It looks a lot better. A lot more qualities went into it. We had a few technical issues before starting the recording, but
It was disgusting.
we can iron that out. Loaf new to all the stuff.
Well, I am the oldest here, and you boys have talked me into getting my head out on YouTube, which I was totally against in season 1.
Yeah, you were full against it. You didn't want a bar of it, man.
Nah. So I had a shave for the day. I had to have a shave.
Same.
Nice. So do I, actually. I want to point out, too, I re-listened to our old podcast, right?
Yeah.
And you asked Loaf last Christmas if we could watch a movie, and Loaf said we can watch it next Christmas. Well, it's now next Christmas, eh? So really, honestly, bring that up to him, mate.
Wait, what did I say to watch?
It was about a Black Christmas movie or some shit. And Loaf goes, nah, we can watch it next Christmas. It's literally next Christmas, eh?
Loaf,
That's true.
It's next Christmas, bro.
What else has been happening? H, how's the YouTube channel going?
Yeah, it's been alright. I have been a bit slow on the uploads lately, but, I'm driving back into it. Starting off with the podcast. Gotta, get everything going.
Yep. Sweet.
And Frank recently adopted a new camera.
I don't do shit, man. I've got a new camera, and that's about it, man.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, so... And I've got a PC too, so that's always a bonus.
I thought I had a PC, and apparently I don't.
Yeah,
That's a laptop, man. Man, you gotta sound like a boomer, eh?
So, we want to jump into the episode or what, boys?
I think so. So, I don't know how we're going to do it, because there's no script this year.
So, basically what we're going to be doing, boys, we're going to be taking a look at popular horror franchises, like I said, looking at the original version of the movie and then looking at the remakes and pretty much comparing them to each other, what we like. We don't really have a script of what we're going to go over about the movies, but we're just going to compare the two, sort of, dive into them and give our opinion.
And the way we're doing it is like each week one of us selects a franchise too.
Yeah.
So this week Loaf selected Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the two films we've all had to watch, and then we're basically coming here today to basically compare them and see what's the alpha.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And at the end of episode 6, the season finale, we'll have an overall score.
Yeah.
So
the movies.
each week now we'll be ranking the movie, giving it a score, and it will be its final points. So the total number the film can get is 30.
Yeah.
So we're going for 10.
Nice. Nice.
So at the end
So we're going to rank that at the end of this episode, or we're going to wait?
Well, that's right. We're going to rank, and then it will just place itself into its overall rank.
Nice.
So basically the way it's going to work, Harry, is like, say I give it 1, you give it 2, and Greg gives it 5. You add that up, that's its overall. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's for the original, and then we'll do the same thing for the remake.
Yep.
And 1, 2, however, and then that's its overall. And then we'll see what scores higher today, anyway, with the original and the remake.
I think that's quite obvious, but I'm keen to get into it.
Should we watch the trailer first?
I can pull up the trailer if the boys want to watch the trailer.
Yeah, let's
pull up the trailer.
Okay, so wait, just give me a second, boys. Gonna pull up the trailer.
You're on, bro. Just want to make sure I got my notes down. I've written notes about each movie
This should
that
be
I've
the
watched.
trailer, yeah, minute 44.
I'm just going to lunch.
Like, just gone. Oh, that's nice. I rate that.
That I actually don't mind that.
Pretty cool.
See, I have to get myself a leather face mask. It's like the only one I don't have, so.
So, boys, just
That's true.
whip up
I have nothing to do with leather face in this room, mate.
So, boys.
Oh, here we go. So, do I hit watch
yeah,
stream?
Just press on it, bro.
Right.
Are you on it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hold up. Is this
What
the trailer?
happened
Right,
was
trailer?
true.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
It's so crazy to look how different trailers are nowadays, man.
The most
My favourite
bizarre
scene's coming
and
up in a
brutal
minute.
series of crimes in America.
Oh, I hated that scene, man.
This one?
Mate, that scene goes on for 5 minutes, bro, just zooming in and out of dead bones, bro.
Yeah.
Horrible, bro. That scene goes for 5 minutes, I'm not even kidding. Just this. See?
Oh, there he is.
Right, don't walk into random people's houses. That's what happens.
Right.
Jesus Christ, trailers are so raw, man.
They were.
It's the movie!
Like, there's no storyline about this right now at all.
It actually goes, why are these people dying, bro? Like,
oh.
oh no, wheelchair man.
Oh, man.
Worst actor since...
Bro, they're showing us the whole movie right about now.
This is the movie that is just as real.
Such a Rob Zombie scene, bro.
No, it wasn't, man.
Bullshit, I'll get to that later on.
Just as terrifying as being there. Even if one of them survives, what will be
It's
left?
all mate from
The
Goosebumps.
Texas
I love this
Chainsaw
trailer,
Massacre.
eh?
After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about
That
it.
scene, Greg, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's badass as shit, man. I love that.
How do I get out of the stream?
Just close stream, bro.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Right, boys.
So, what did you
I
think
suppose-
about that little trailer there?
I love the
That was
trailer.
pretty much the whole movie, but...
It's
And
just
just a
scenes
little
of the
fun
movie.
fact about them bones, Frank. The actual, whoever the set designer was actually went to, like, farms and picked up, like, old bones and shit from dead animals.
You know, that's not uncommon. If you go on Shudder, there's a documentary about poltergeists, and
Yeah, like,
that-
I thought that was pretty interesting, though, because I watched a few videos on it just, try to get some inside information for the boys.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that...
Well, I don't care if they're real or not. I'm just saying that scene goes for fucking ages.
It is a pretty old movie, man. So pretty,
No, that's what I mean. That's I know that and I understand that, but at the same time, that scene just went for way too long, man.
It was... yeah, I guess so. So, boys, what do you want to start with? Do you just want to talk about your favourite part of the movie, or... what...
you should just talk about both films. Let's go straight into it.
In general?
Yeah.
Like, the
And just
similarities, or just like...
Go from there.
Because
Look, this-
Yeah, go on, man. Go on.
All right. Well, I'll start then. Look, me personally, I'm really struggling to split the two.
Actually,
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
honestly,
I reckon
I
they're
didn't-
drastically different movies, man.
Oh, they are totally different films,
Drastically
man.
different movies.
Absolutely.
One's just a gore fest, and one's an actual movie.
I'm not arguing the fact of that.
No,
I
I
think-
disagree with that part.
I personally, just me, like, look, everyone, if you remember season 1 and that, I'll always go the original, the Rich Didge, but
yeah.
man, this is one of the remakes that are actually up there, which really pushed the original.
Do you reckon?
Man, I really got to disagree
Yeah,
so
do
much.
I.
Hey.
The one,
This is really hard to get into because the director who did this remake is the same dude who did the Friday the 13th 2009.
And also Michael Bay produced both films as well.
Well, on top of that, right? So I want you to know that you absolutely do not like Friday the 13th 2009, right?
Didn't say that.
I did.
But will you have in the old season 1 podcast?
I hated it.
I'll
Just
vouch. I have.
Favorite. Telling me that the remake is not as good as the original.
Okay, well, it's in this scenario. No, it's not. Unfortunately, man. And honestly, I remember watching this Texas 2003
Yeah, it's
ages ago. Man, it was one of my favorite movies of all time. Really wish I kept it as a memory and never rewatched it. To be honest, hey. But here's the thing, man. I loved obviously 2009 Friday. Loaf. Dude, you told me you fucking hate that movie.
Don't hate it. It's not a Friday the 13th movie, but it's something.
That makes no sense.
Wait, how
'cause
the
it's
hell is
Jason.
this? This is not a Texas.
Well,
Chainsaw
this is where I'm going to get confused with Life because same director and everything, and there is so much, like they're literally identical films, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tunnels at the end in Texas. Where do you think Jason's tunnels are inspired from, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Jason literally runs through tunnels. Same director. You got Texas, old Leatherface running through tunnels. The movies are literally the same, bro.
So
They are
what?
so close to being the same. The kills, man. Don't even get me started on the
They're
kills.
too brutal.
It is just honestly, bro. Obviously, like what Harry said, it's a gore fest. Yeah, it is, and I love that. I thought the kills were great, but that's what he's good at doing.
But I just
So
want to
I want to know why there's hate. Like, yeah, that's my point.
I just want to quickly say, like it's a really cool scene in the movie. One of the first kills where she shoots herself in the mouth or whatever.
Yeah.
The hitchhiker. Sick scene and stuff, but it's so stupid. Like, why does that have to be in the movie? It's just another one of them cases of a scene that
No, I feel like
it
they
doesn't
wanted to
have
do.
to exist, man.
No. I feel like it was a good idea, and also a bad idea because obviously in the original, the hitchhiker is Leatherface's brother,
Yeah.
and so on, so on. So they've done it different, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason, and actually give a reason to like, you know, why they end up going to where they go, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is-
I guess so.
She's not a pointless human, like pointless character who hops in a car and shoots her head off.
No,
Like
absolutely not.
there's a
Well, she
massive.
could have just explained to
Else
him
sort
why
of like-
she would. She could have just explained to him why the fuck.
Yeah, but
she was
they
sad.
also did that lead up, bro,
And
to have
another
like
thing, where was she hiding the gun, man?
up a.
Yeah, but
Badge.
that
Up
it's a big
Allstate.
fucking gun, man, and she stood up a couple times during the van
The
ride.
big badge.
Man, that it was just the gun came out of nowhere. Like it was a
Yeah,
fucking
anyway.
full-on pistol.
Anyways, they obviously want to do the hitchhiker different. Like, there's things they've done different in this movie that some I liked. I prefer the hitchhiker in the original, man. I thought it was heaps better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Her shooting her head out, like shooting her head off, still a cool scene and whatnot.
Mhm.
Obviously, if that happened, I don't know. I don't understand this like the whole town, bro. Like,
It's not
If she
even really
shoot-
a
if-
town. It's like one
It's
house
like a-
and one gas
it's like a-
station.
dead set like a little county, bro. But
yeah.
it makes no sense
But
to
that
me
meat
either.
station and stuff they go into, that has nothing to do with like they don't own that or anything. It's just that family, I think.
Yeah.
But I guess, like you said, he is a police officer, so it's a bit.
Well, he's not. He's just dressed up as one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So basically, they've killed the sheriff of the town or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's just got his gear. Absolutely, I don't know how you feel on this. Hated the little kid, man. So I prefer the
What do
older
you mean?
brother
He
who
looks
was
like
the
he looks like
hitchhiker.
Jason.
Yeah.
Bro. He looks like little.
Yeah,
Jason.
that's what I mean, bro.
He definitely
And
looks
so,
like a little Jason.
and what I mean is, so obviously that little kid is Leatherface's brother, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
What's
But in the
what's
first
his
one, they
name?
have the older hitchhiker who's all deranged and he's a weird dude, and that just works
But
heaps
they're
better, man.
different families, bro. They're the Hewitts in the second one, and they're the.
Yeah, it's like his
They're-
name's
they're-
Tommy and
no, they're the
well, his
Sawyers.
name's Tommy in this, Tommy Hewitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the Sawyers in the original one.
So, yeah,
and they're
that's
the
it, that's
Hewitts
it,
in
yeah.
the remake.
So there's things like I feel like obviously I reckon the kills are just a million times better in the remake,
Yeah.
and that's just me being a massive fan of like the director and that.
There's a lot of cutaways in the original, but I think
It
some
makes
of them
me-
work good, but like some of them work good.
Yeah, like the first time he comes out of that house and rips him through that door, bro. That
Oh.
dude, that's sick, man.
Talk about
And Leatherface
icon-
looks
Talk about
he
the
looks
iconic-
way better in the remake than he does in the original.
Yeah, but they're completely different. They're completely different characters. In the remake, he's actually like a fucking evil cunt,
Mhm.
and in the original, you kind of makes you look like you feel bad for him because he's not actually like. He's not near as evil in the original one than he is in the remake.
Who?
Leatherface, bro. Like in the
He's
original, when he
All
after...
messed up in the original, I reckon.
No way.
Yes, he is.
Bro,
Wait, what?
The chick runs away and he starts crying. Not crying, but he sits down and he's fucking rubbing his eyes and shit. In this
Yeah,
one,
they did some weird ass.
Leatherface is running around with a chainsaw. Fucking, he's way
Yeah,
more bad in the remake.
And man, I hated in the original.
more
So
original.
man, I'm so mixed on them both. And there's like good things about both and bad things about both. And like, I hated the fact that he's treated like a little pussy in the original, man.
That's what I'm saying, Frank.
What's his dad doing at the
that's-
end? Like, that's not Leatherface, man.
That's what I'm saying, but it is because that's the original. But they
Wait,
tried
and
to
then-
go for more of a serial killer aspect sort of thing in the remake, like an actual badass like.
They made him like a
horror
real,
villain.
real icon, bro. Like, you don't fuck with this dude.
Not really. That's not making
Alright.
him an icon. The original made him. An
No,
icon.
that's not what I meant. But, anyways, that's not what I
On the
meant.
topic of
Put that out
that.
there.
On the topic of that,
Yeah.
who is better? Original or remake Leatherface?
Oh, probably the remake Leatherface, but that's because
Well, are you
it's
talking about
more
movies or actual Leatherfaces?
No, Leatherfaces. Just
So
Leatherface.
I would
Just
say the remake only because he's more of a horror villain in the remake than in the original. He's kind of just like Frank said, a bit of a pussy sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
So-
with Harry. Remake
That's
is
not
heaps
saying
better.
I like the movie better, but the actual like as a killer aspect,
And
a lot
he's
more
taking the
badass
words
in the
out of my
remake.
mouth. I agree with him 100% so far, eh? I'm not lying.
I feel like he's more of a badass in the remake.
He is. He's actually dope, bro. And that's what this fella can do with his
But-
films, bro. Like, look at Jason in '09. He's a badass Jason. I don't care how you feel about that movie.
Yeah, no, that's
And that's what he can do with these characters, man.
yeah.
And he did it with Leatherface and he done it with Jason, man. I like him.
Okay.
He
alright.
does fuck up every now and then,
But
but
there was a lot of chase scenes in the remake. But to be fair,
A lot of
like
chase
a lot
scenes.
of Leatherface chasing people, man. One-handed
Oh.
chainsaw running around and everything.
But I just love the fact that they didn't just randomly walk in to the house for no reason.
Yeah, but in the remake, he knocks on the door and it like smashes and it like comes open.
Yeah, but there's the old dude in the wheelchair, man. Like, she doesn't just walk into the house for no reason. In the original, bro, I don't even understand why they even went. They went to tell him that the generator's on.
Yeah,
Like, that is a shit-ass reason to go over to someone's house and
Mhm.
walk in their front door to later on get axed because their generator's on.
true. That gives us a.
Hey, you're
pretty
telling me if
iconic-
your neighbour's got their generator on, are you going to walk through the house
Yeah,
to let
man.
them know?
Oh, fucking.
You know what I mean, but
Yeah, no, I
that's,
100%.
that's the stupidness
But
of
see,
the
that
original
does
for
give us
me.
some
Yeah,
iconic
right.
scenes. It gives us a scene Loaf said he loves where he grabs her off the porch, and obviously the slam door, which is obviously iconic too.
I think when she's sitting on that porch and then you'll see the camera shot. It's kind of
I know the one, yeah.
like that, and she hasn't got a back, like she's got a shirt on, and you can just see
Yeah.
her back. Well, you'll see in the remake that it's a homage. Is that the word? The other shirt as well is wearing a
Yeah.
similar
Yeah,
outfit
yeah.
to her.
They try to. That's when he's sneaking into the house. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They
Look,
do like the.
That shot, that particular shot, it wasn't in the trailer we watched this end, but it was in the I think the first trailer
Yeah.
from back then. It's just one of those things I just pick up in a movie. I'm like, oh fuck man, and it hooks me straight away. That particular scene hooked me,
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
and it's classic. It's classic.
But-
Look, I don't know about you guys. I know we see a lot more Leatherface in the remake. He's a lot more full on, but there's something about Toby Hooper's he's Leatherface as well. Something raw about him. There's something that just I love. I don't know where you're finding he's a pussy.
He's a bit of a pussy, man.
He's a
Like,
pussy,
I'm not saying
he's-
I
he's-
don't like him, but he's a bit of a pussy.
They give him a pussy,
Mojo.
like, yeah, pretty much, dude. Like, if he does something wrong, he's getting beat up by his tiny little dad that he could just axe with one finger,
Do you know
dude.
what
Like,
That's the whole point. Like
no, I don't feel
dad,
that.
you know what I mean? Like he just doesn't fuck his father up. Like they're a messed up family. Do you know what I mean? I
Do
guess.
you know what I will give credit to the original one for, but something that I
What?
took notice of watching it, and it actually made me like happy. That the
Mhm.
final girl, when she was getting chased, she didn't stop and look around, bruh. She just yeeted out that window.
Are you
Like,
talking about the original?
Like,
Yeah, bro, she did not fuck around,
But
dude.
see,
She
that's
just
what I'm
jumped
saying,
out the
that's
window,
more
dude.
realistic. Like
It
if
was
I'm
out.
getting axed, man, I'm jumping out the window without thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I just love that. Like it was so raw and real. Like,
Yeah, that's
no.
the scene that Halloween ended up stealing a couple years later.
Yeah. Well, she jumps through like 3 windows in that movie, but still.
2.
It's-
Too.
all right, okay. Next,
Halloween stole that scene. I don't care what anyone says, eh?
both final girls. Let's compare them.
Oh,
Who's
not
better?
even close. The original one's way better.
I think I like the original girl way more, but I did not hate the remake girl. I thought she did a pretty good job, considering some of the actors sucked ass.
Yeah, fair.
It was such a Nispel film. The characters in the remake are the exact same that in Friday, man. The exact same.
No, I think
Like, the blonde-headed dude.
Mhm.
Think about the blonde-headed dude in Friday. They're not even the same actor.
Who?
They have the same haircut and all, man.
Owen Wilson wanna be.
Yeah, them dudes. Do you remember the guy
Yeah,
in?
I do remember. Yeah, I know.
And
You're
he's the one
talking
in.
about- you're
He's the
talking
one in Fantasy Island as well.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen
And-
it. Yet.
And the one in the remake of Friday, dude. That's
Nice. But
I
exact same films, man. It's
what do you-
crazy
what do
how
you reckon,
identical
Loaf?
they are.
Final Girl, which movie?
me.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're asking questions. You got to answer too, man.
Look, yeah, no, you're right. Look, I'm gonna go the remake.
Actually,
Yeah, she killed it, man. She killed it.
This is weird podcast,
any
man.
Reason,
Yeah.
Any reason?
Normally it's me flaming you saying the remake's a million times better, bro.
No, look, the remake is a better. The remake's not the better film. But
Oh,
the
we haven't even got into that yet. Thank you for the early access there, Loafing 2.
the remake is not like if there was a list of top remakes ever made. It's not far off the top, eh?
Wait,
Like,
what?
Yeah, top
Yeah.
It maybe if you flip it upside down, it's not far off the bottom. But
No, Texas Chainsaw Man. No.
Man,
way.
I'm so shocked at how strongly you feel about this remake, man, eh?
No, 'cause it's good.
I'm the
It's a
remake
good
king,
movie.
bro.
It's a
So
good
this-
movie. I saw it at the pictures. I went and saw it at the pictures. I was 15 years old. It's a good movie, boys. It is done well. And plus, I love Michael Bay, and everything he makes always gets me.
Michael Bay had shit all to do with it, bro.
He's the man.
He
Right?
fucking has his name on the movie to sell it. That's it. He
shocked.
done nothing.
I actually am shocked. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm super shocked, man, by the Loaf 88 here, eh?
Boys, once I give you my final scores in each film, it's by a whisker. Like it's
Yeah, but you're not making it sound like Blair Witch.
Yeah,
It sounds like the
yeah,
remake
yeah.
is... This is Prodigy. And you gotta remember, this whole season's based off remake versus original.
yep.
What other remake's gonna beat the way you're spoking of this? Like, you have to rate this like a 10.
Well, I told Harry the bad news about the other film, but
Yeah. We know that. We know that.
that would have been last.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't believe
I did
that,
like
Loaf.
the
I'm a
score.
bit shocked.
And you're gonna let me... Harry, you're gonna let us know your new film too, by the way,
I'm gonna
by
do
the end of the podcast.
Yeah, okay. We
Alright.
won't do that now.
Anyways, let's get back into life because I've listened to some of our old podcasts, and I remember this time he loved the Black Christmas for an hour and a half of podcast, and then flicked the movie at the end of the podcast. Made
Because I
no
wouldn't
sense.
buy it. It's a good movie, but I wouldn't buy it.
Okay, he still sticks to that. Okay, that's fair. Okay, he sticks to that. That's fair.
Yeah. I know.
Normally it's Frank that is
Loaf,
all
can I
about
just-
the
can I
remakes.
just ask-
Here I am about a 1972 original saying it's better than a 2003 remake. Can we come to terms with that for a
Loaf,
second, eh?
Well,
Loaf,
it's-
can I just
it's-
ask
it's-
you a
it's-
question of
I don't know, man. I don't think the characters are dumb at all. I think they nailed the 1970 look of a remake. You know, and then the movie didn't just copy like Cabin Fever's remake, just copy fucking scene for scene. They actually had a chop at making their own story as well as
They
taking.
did copy-
But you have chopped Rob Zombie for doing that in Halloween. You've chopped the Friday film for doing that, and you've chopped the Elm Street film for doing exactly what you just said.
Yeah,
That's where I'm confused.
Fair. That's fair, but they
And
executed.
all three of them are better than that.
They executed it better. Not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Dead Set Massacres, all those movies you just said, straight through it.
Maybe Friday. That's Elm Street. That's about it.
Or Elm Street.
It is Friday the 13th.
It's-
They're identical-
But then, in saying that, Friday the 13th has copied it.
Because it's the same director. That's what I'm saying. The movies are the same,
It's the
bro.
original remake, man. It's the
Bro.
original remake. It
Bro.
started the remakes, and it's probably the best remake ever done. Better than Child's Play.
the
Bro,
best-
you gotta
Better
remember,
than
this
Friday.
was...
What, does it not exist or something?
I mean, fucking whatever.
Bro. What I don't think you're getting is... This movie was done in 2003, right?
Yeah,
Was it only 6 years later the exact same director who did that movie
yeah,
did Friday the 13th?
yeah.
He
No,
made basically the same fucking movie but has Jason as the character, and you love one and hate one.
Wait, can we
I
take a
can't-
quick pause here, boys? Quick pause. Frank,
Bro,
can you
all
do
the
me
kills are the
Frank,
same.
quick pause
Yeah.
for a sec? Can you go into your settings just right there? It's right next to your name. It says Frank Feltz down the bottom. Like you
Yeah.
don't do anything. Press on the user settings.
Yep.
Press voice and video.
Yep.
And change your input off the webcam.
It's not. It's on default, man.
Yeah. Press on it and change it to
Headset microphone too.
Yeah.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All good. Keep going.
Wait. Could you not hear me that whole
No,
time?
no, we could hear you.
no.
We could hear you.
Okay.
Your audio's.
Yeah.
I could
Go.
bear with it.
Go,
Was the
go.
shit? Was it?
No,
No, it
it's
wasn't
fine.
bad, but I was just telling you to take a like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, look.
That wasn't
look,
shit, but it wasn't using a proper head.
I'll defend the original as well. The original is one of the greatest ever horror movies ever made. It will forever, always will be. But
you're
this
saying
remake,
the remake's better. So what you reckon?
I'm not
this-
saying the
you're
remake's
saying this
better.
remake is.
I am saying
Look.
that it pushed it. Listen to
No,
me.
listen,
I'm
listen.
saying it
You
pushed
listen
it.
to me.
It's
You-
not better, It pushed it.
You just said it was
No,
better.
Loaf, no, let me speak.
It's one of the better
What you
remakes.
just said was the original is one of the best horror movies ever made. Okay, that's what you just said. But all I've heard you say the whole of this 30 minutes we're in this podcast is that the remake has done everything better. So that would put the remake in the top. The top.
No, because
best
I
movies of all
straight
time.
away I said to you that Leatherface in the original is better than the Leatherface in the remake.
So we totally disagree, which is quite weird because we usually.
But that's
agree on
fine.
most
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that. I'm just a bit shocked.
Well, I honestly, it's the same as Black Christmas. It's the same as anything I watch. I'm brutally honest in how I feel in movies,
Yeah.
and I don't say it. I don't say it just to be a dick or just for fucking whatever. I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah.
The original's fucking one of the best. It's eerie. It's fucking everything
It
a
has
horror
good
movie
dark
needs to
humor
be.
too, and a pretty good.
All right,
dark
but what I'm saying is this remake pushed it.
humor.
It pushed it. It got beat. It's probably gonna get beat, but it pushed it. I don't get the characters. I personally think they're great. Like she kills it. I can't remember her name. Jessica Biel, I think it is. The lead.
So you reckon Wheelchair Man killed it, eh?
I liked him.
Nice.
I know
Wait.
Ben didn't. I know Frank didn't.
Wait,
But
in the original,
No.
in the original,
Yeah.
he was dog shit, man.
I liked him, mate.
He was one of the
He
most.
gave us that 1970s fucking 1970s raw fucking just weird ass motherfucker, man. I dug him, mate. So
Yeah, but
I don't have a problem with him.
But bro, he literally was.
You know what?
I'm just talking actors. So do you reckon,
I'll
in
tell you
general,
what,
do you reckon
I
the actors
can't-
are better
I
in the
can't-
remake or the original?
I can't give a negative to either film.
Harry, you got to think the original actors. There's 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's like the movie starts off. You meet them for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then all 3 dumbasses walk straight into a house, get axed within a 10-minute time frame. So
Yeah.
you hardly know anything about them. They keep Wheelchair Man alive for a little bit longer, who pisses me off. He ends up just dying after being annoying shit for an hour.
He's cut.
Yeah.
And then it's the last chick. So you don't really, you meet 2 characters really, bro. Wheelchair Man and
yeah,
the main chick.
Final girl.
so
yeah.
when it comes down to the actors being better, well, I don't know. The remake, there's more of them. You got to meet them.
Yeah, I
You
get that.
know the characters.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. All
Alright,
we
well,
really
look
get
at
in the
my-
original is the van shot. That's dead set where you.
Because when
that's
they
the
get there,
most you
in the
get out of
property,
anybody.
they
Okay.
go to, they say, "Where's the lake?" Go to the house, dead. They all just walk in one after another and die.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what's
Or they
better?
don't
What's
insta
better?
die. They can put
What's
in the freezer. and
what's
shit like
better?
Yeah,
The band, the Sheila blowing her head off, or the psycho brother?
the brother, man. I've already said
that.
that.
Yeah. the brother.
Okay, sorry.
Well, the kill was sick, man. Like that,
Yeah.
and the shot where it goes out through her head. And
That's
shit,
this one, man. He does mad
That
shit,
looks
bro.
sick.
Yeah.
He's a gore freak, man. He nails all the kills.
But I think
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
reason
Fantastic.
the only reason the Hitchhiker is better is because he comes back later in the movie and actually.
like, I even watched it, man. Like, you remember when old mate's nails come off the wall, bro? Like, that still just cringes me, dude. Like,
Yeah.
there's a few kills. Like, I even said, like, when he puts that blonde dude just up on the hook, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It just literally looks like he puts him on a hook.
Yeah.
The movie looks real.
Yeah.
And you can even refer to Nispel and Friday too, man. He just executes kills awesome, man.
Yeah, no,
So-
no doubt. Obviously,
He
the
can just
remake-
execute kills in horror movies,
But I think
bro.
that just comes with it. Obviously, the remakes kills are gonna look better because it's
Mm.
40 years after, 30 years after.
No, but not even that. I just think he, as a director, does shit good, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
think he executes good kills, bro, and he does. Like, they look legit, man.
I can
No, I
So,
can see that.
What are your favorite scenes out of both movies? What do you reckon the best scene out of the movies is? It would have to be maybe the.
Well, if you know yours, so you go for yours first.
Oh, well, I know the original, and it's her walking to the house.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
mean
But
the
it's,
porch
when
one?
you're watching a movie, and it just gives you that chills. It's
Yeah.
definitely that. Remake wise, what really I found how you going and just in your face type thing was the copper and I'll mate with the glasses, and he wants him to put the gun in his mouth. That scene.
That's such a good scene, man.
Yeah.
It's a bit twisted, but like it's.
Yeah,
It's so raw, man.
it is. Raw.
I even said to myself, like, there's no sympathy for human life in this movie, bro.
No.
Like,
No.
it is like literally the worst thing you could think of happening.
No,
Yeah.
I could agree with Loaf on that one. That's good. But I
It's
kind of
scary
could
as
kind of
shit, bro.
see like it coming. Like obviously bullets weren't going to be in the gun. Like, that was a pretty obvious thing, but the scene, nevertheless, was still pretty dope.
Yeah, it was a pretty good scene.
So, all right.
Oh, yeah, and speaking... Okay, I may as well kick mine off out of the way.
Yeah.
One of the best scenes, I reckon, is in a horror movie, is just after that scene, right?
Yeah.
And you know how she's trying to run away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, she looks at him and he looks at her and he's wearing her boyfriend's face.
Yeah.
And they just make that contact, bro. That is fucking crazy, dude. That was one of the best scenes in that movie.
Very H2O.
That face actually looked really good, but, like...
Oh, no, like, that was crazy, man. I thought that was insane.
Absolutely. Okay, well, what was your original best scene?
Well, I said...
Door slam, for me. It's
Door
pretty
slam.
much
Mine
the
don't
same as
even-
Player's door slam. Iconic, but, you know what I mean.
Yep.
Oh, after he drags him in.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he just fucking smashes the door closed, bro.
Remake does that better, I
Just
reckon.
so effective. No. Have you seen the beef the original actor and the remake actor had?
No.
Well, they had massive beef because the original actor came back and was helping with the remake and stuff. And in, like, a few of the, like, what is it called, behind the scenes things, there's, like, videos of him making fun of him not being able to slam the door properly. And when the original actor passed away, the remake actor put up a Twitter status and said, boo-hoo. And,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Dang. Bit of beef between the movies.
Yeah.
Did the movies both set their tone?
I
Do you
feel
feel
I feel like the original one gave off a, I don't know what kind of vibe. It's like a weird to explain vibe.
it is
It's
very
like,
gritty.
Yeah, very gritty, dark humor sort of style of movie. Doesn't take itself super serious, but it's like, you know what I mean. You know what you're getting into. And then the second one is just a classic 2000s horror remake with just blood.
There's 100
and
classic too.
just
horror remake,
yeah,
yeah.
It's
blood
just
and
it's
kill.
Slaughterfest, right? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went through that stage in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's it. When all the remakes were made too, that's why they all suck.
Mm. Well, they don't, but yeah.
They do. I'm not going to get into
They
this
definitely
because this has been talked about in the podcast a million times over, but
We're beating the dead horse.
we are beating a dead horse when it comes to it because everybody knows at the end of the day the movies suck. This is one of the better ones. I do agree with Loaf. This is one of the better remakes out of the ones they've done. Like, it does beat out Nightmare on Elm Street by a long mile and Friday the 13th. Halloween would come close. Halloween's arguably better from Zombies Halloween.
Oh, yep.
But that's the only one of the 2000 remakes that compare with
This is better than Rob Zombie's Halloween.
I'm so lost, eh?
I've always liked this movie. I know it's a shock. I know I'm the fucking...
You're the old school man.
I know I'm the old school dude. I know it's a shock, boys, but I can't help it. I'm telling you the truth. I really feel that this movie is not a blunder. It's a fucking good film. It's done well.
What's done well, but
Made well.
it's an old it's shot nice. I will give it some of the fucking the shots of the house.
Yeah.
are
Oh,
so good.
yeah. Oh,
But
what's
it's the
better?
same. It's the same. Obviously the remake house is so much better.
It's
And
definitely
it's a lot more intimidating.
I like
bro.
the Ridge. I like the Ridge, boys. That's just me. I like the Ridge.
But little fun fact again, the videographer for both movies were the same person. So the dude who shot the original one is also the one who shot the remake.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's why you
absolutely
see a
hate
lot
some
of
of
the
the...
same scenes that kind of look like they shot the same.
Well, I hate the scene with the forest, man. I honestly think it looks dog shit, eh?
What, where the
In the remakes, man.
Yeah.
Like, just that exact scene is just like, it's all these trees and a bunch of sun shining through.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I hate it, bro. It looks horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. I think this might be a bit obvious, but who did the final scene better? You know how obviously Leatherface has one arm in the remake because he just got it chopped off, but they do. But they do copy everything from Leatherface accidentally cuts his leg in the remake and the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they do the exact same swinging arm fucking...
Mate,
you know,
I'll tell you what, they're both good in their own way.
Nah, man, I don't reckon
You know what? Look,
compares on that.
people might slag me for it, that's fine. I'm not going to sit here and say the remake done it better than the original. That is totally iconic.
But they did try to do... They tried to copy
Mate, they done their own style again.
No, they didn't. It's the same shot, just with...
Not really.
It's dark.
She gets away in the car. This bitch rolls over him. Fucking 3 or 4 times. Then
Yeah, that
takes
was
off.
one thing. This bitch actually fought back really good in this movie.
You know, it's not nice to say bitch, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This lady. She fought back very well compared to the
Yeah.
original.
No.
They did the endings heaps different, man.
Yeah.
They're nearly uncomparable, bro. Because you got the truck driver who saved her in the original, and in this one he's dobbing on her pretty much, eh? So you got to remember that.
Yeah.
And also, the original ending's heaps better, man. By like 20 years
way
better. The only thing that pisses me off is
hop in the car and then hop out the other side.
no. This is what poor old mate in the truck pulls up, saves the day,
Yeah.
and then the Ute does a U-turn, drives straight past him.
Oh yeah, and he's still running the other way.
He's still legging it up the road, bro. Pick him up first, man.
But
and then...
nah, he deserves that because man, they both hop in the truck, and then instead of driving off, they climb out the other side and keep running.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you start your engine and go. You're in a semi-trailer.
Yeah. But when he's sitting there and like just like how that last scene was shot when he's swinging his arm and shit, bro, that was way better.
Which you talking about original?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah. But I also like the fact like that copper was such a dirty prick in this remake that he deserved to get what he got.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why they put such a hardcore kill scene on him in that movie. Because, you know, he's just
he got
a prick,
ran over
bro.
like 4 times, bro. She was like...
Yeah, no,
She fucked him up.
and the kid, what the baby kid, like...
Yeah, that's a useless plot.
Yeah,
But
I don't
guess
like
that's... I don't know. That's a bit of a useless
And then she was a hero at the end when she saves the baby, like... Does the baby got to be there, man? Like, why is it there, bro?
There's heaps
I
of kids
don't...
in this movie, isn't there? Well, not heaps, it's 2.
Oh, I hated the younger brother thing or whatever, man. That...
Well, he was good, sorta. He bit Leatherface when she was
Yeah,
trying to
but bro,
escape.
it's more
I know,
demented knowing that
yeah.
you're not a helper.
But I guess that shows it's pretty much like you're not born.
Sorry, mate. I think we're into the part of the show now. 40-minute mark. We're usually our episodes, boys.
Yeah.
Except for the season finale when we got the big reveal.
Yeah,
Are we happy? We feel like we've expressed everything.
Yeah,
Once
no,
again,
like
people
I
watch
said-
this video.
But see, it's hard to talk about original versus remakes because it's so hard to, because the originals are always so iconic. It's so hard to talk about the other movie without it seeming like you're talking down on it. Because I'm not trying to talk down on it. Like I said, it's better than Nightmare on Elm Street. It's better than Friday the 13th. But just comparing it to an original, you kind of have to talk down on the movie to get the full scope. You know what I mean?
I'm not arguing that as well. Look, I think we're on a split here, boys. Like,
Yeah,
we're
I'm really surprised that everyone's turned out. Frank, first time in my life I've knew you for 19 years, man. First time I've ever seen you say that you like the original.
You know what? I'll tell you what though. Next week's films, I reckon he's going to say the same fucking thing. I really do.
What's next week's again?
Last House on the Left.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, dang.
No, you will. You will.
Didn't I say Pennywise before Last House on the Left, bro?
No, pretty sure you said Last House on the Left.
Doesn't
Pretty
matter.
sure I didn't, bro.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Pretty sure I fucking did, man, eh? Anyways.
So,
Oh, it's up to you. What do you want to do? You're next
No,
week.
we'll just do Last House, man. I like that anyway.
You want? I'm easy. They're all.
I kind of want Harry to go first, to be honest, eh?
Okay, all right, that's cool.
I kind of want to watch My Bloody Valentine, so...
yeah, I'm down with that. I watched that recently. That was the last horror movie I watched before I rewatching these guys. So
Yeah.
So what?
But the remake, not the original. I've never seen the original. I've only ever seen the remake.
Oh, it's so good, so good.
We'll work that out later anyway. We can do whatever. Who cares?
So, all right, boys. Final thoughts. Who wants to go first with their final thought of whatever comes to mind?
I guess I'll say, like I was saying just before, I think the original has so many iconic shots in it. It's so hard to like look past so much good stuff in the movie. But with that being said, I don't hate the remake at all. I think it could be done better in other locations. But like I said, it's so hard to compare such a good movie with like an average movie without it seem like I'm hating on it, which is because I'm not trying to hate on it at all. But do you want me to give my like ranking or rating?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Well,
Not yet.
pretty much all I'm saying is that I still feel like the original is a step above it, but that's not taking any credit away from the remake, because the remake's still a decent film.
Is it probably one of the better remake films?
Oh, it's hard to think of my head. The ones I can think that are probably better than it would be...
Well, what do we... This is where I'm going to get confused as shit, right? Because... And I'm going to bring this up. Because we're comparing... You're asking, like, to the remake films, right?
Yeah.
But how am I going to compare this remake to the Last House on the Left remake? Leatherface is an icon, so I'd rather not watch their movies. I'd rather watch Freddy, Jason, Michael,
Yeah, but
Chucky,
we're just talking
and then
movies in
compare...
general. We're just talking movies in general, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very hard
But I
to
know
do,
your
man.
point. And
When there's an icon and when there's like, yeah, that's hard to do.
But the Last House on the Left is like, if you put the Last House on the Left and Texas Chainsaw Massacre originals together, mate, fuck.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get at there. Just because you don't want to, just because they're not the same movie, like it doesn't mean that you can't compare.
Man, Wes Craven, man, I tell you what, original. All right, Ben, Frank.
I'm not going to compare Frozen to fucking Halloween. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but that's
no. What's your final thoughts on both films?
Yeah, I didn't like overly like love both of them, man. To be completely honest with you, I think they're both. Man, I honestly think they're very, very split down the middle of what's good in each film and what's bad in each film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For iconic scenes, man, yeah, I guess there's a few in the original, but there's some also badass scenes in the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm fairly sit down the middle with both these movies, man. But I think the original did shit a little bit better.
Yeah. Look, you get movies that come along, and Texas is one of them. It scared everyone back then. It put chills down people's spines, and it still does today. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It is one of the best horror movies ever made. It would be in my top 10.
Yep.
The originals, for sure. But when sometimes every now and then we get someone to do something right, and that's what we did with the remake. We got someone right, and he done it right. He told his own story as well as using stuff from the original. And he done it in a good way, not a shit way.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no experience in filmography, whatever you want to call a film altogether. We're just like you. We're just fans. But when you watch a film like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, I get the same feeling when I watch that when I watch the original. So they're split down the middle as well. It is right up its clacker. And, yeah, they're great movies, both of them. So that's my final thoughts on them.
Nice.
Cool.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, made perfect sense, brother.
It'll make sense to someone, so don't worry about it.
All right, that's all that matters. All right, so we've got a new system. Last year we tried a ranking system.
Do you want me to go over the system?
Let's go over the system.
All right. So last season we had buy, rent, flick, lay buy for Christmas, buy for Easter. We had everything under the sun, right? And that's how we'd rank the movies. Great idea from the loaf. He's decided we've flicked that idea.
We've flicked it. Let's go on.
We've flicked that idea, and I agree. I was on the phone to the loaf, and I said, what about this? So we're doing, obviously, 2 movies each week, right? So this week's Texas. So basically, we'll go around the table. We'll give our overall ranking out of 10 for the original, right, Harry?
Yep.
And then that gets an overall score from all 3 of us.
Yep.
Okay? And that's what he's talking about out of 30. So 30 is the max you can get.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the exact same for the remake.
Yep.
See that's overall score, and then we see who the winner is.
We'll go around the table of each film first, and then we'll do original. Should we do original and then remake?
Yeah, of course. Original first.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I reckon the person who picks the films goes first, eh?
Okay.
All right, so it's me. I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10.
Wow.
So can I say something in regards to that? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit confused on that because
that's huge, bro.
No, just to hit me out, because you said you'd put it in your top 10, but that's saying that you don't reckon there's 10 movies that are over a 7 that would be of horror movies of all time.
You've just confused his brain cells, man.
Because you've put it in your top 10.
I've never seen a human get so confused.
You put it in your top 10, but only gave it a 7. So that means
7.5.
7.5. So you.
We're doing points. We're doing points, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Points are going to be huge at the end of this whole thing, bro.
Don't worry.
No,
I just worry.
Right. Mate, I just said 7.5 out of 10.
Don't worry. That's fine.
People in the comment section are going to call out a lot of Greg's BS, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Okay, Frank, you go, bro.
Like and subscribe. Alright. No, you go first, I reckon.
So, I'll probably give the original...
Because I'm interested in what you're giving it. That's why I want to go last.
I'll probably give it around a, 8.5. Or 8... I'm going to go...
Holy fuck!
The original for 8.5, for sure.
Wow! So what's it score?
8.5, bro?
Yeah.
What's its score at the moment?
That would be 15, 16.
That's fucking huge. It's 1. It's over. It's the GG's in the chat.
It is Texas, boys. You've got to remember that.
Man, that's fair.
It's 100% fair. It's 95 for Metacritic, boys. So
Mate,
you're
that's
lucky
fair.
I didn't hit it with the
can't
9.
argue. There's no one that's going to argue. No
No,
horror
that's what I'm
fan
saying.
out there. If we get someone that likes our channel and likes our stuff, whoever he is, he won't argue with that. Or she.
It's going on YouTube, mate. People are going to be seeing you, brother.
They won't argue. All right,
Frank's
Frank.
got his phone out. He's got the list already.
So at the moment, it's currently...
Don't show.
Don't show. So currently,
Yeah.
it's sitting at 16 out of 30.
I want to note some shit down, but I'm going to be. So, what'd you give it again, Loaf?
7.5 out of
I
10.
gave it 8.5. It's at 16.
And okay, I'm going to bring something up when we finish this all up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is I'm giving Texas Chainsaw Massacre the original a 6.7 out of 10.
A
Ooh.
6.7.
Wow.
Out of 10. That's
So what-
where I sit
What
with
the
the
fuck
film.
are you rating the other one?
What's its final score?
That would be... What'd you give
That's,
it?
that's still a huge score.
That's
6.7 out of 10.
6.7. So that would make, I don't know, 16...
What'd you get? 7.5?
21.7.
Yeah,
21.
I'll just
21.7.
8.4.
Hang on. Let's get final score.
21.7.
It's 22.7.
22.7 out of 30.
Yeah.
That's if you give it 8.5, Harry.
Yeah.
7.5,
Yeah.
6.7. Yeah,
So
that's
it's
it.
currently Texas Chainsaw Massacre the original is sitting number 1 on the leaderboard. at
22 is not that high. That can easily be beaten.
That's pretty high when the max is 30, man.
22.8. It's currently number 1. Okay.
I don't see it moving, man. That's a big score, bro.
Oh, there is
Okay.
there is it in that.
I'll tell you what. There is one film in this that in our way that I
Now
could
wrap
push
this
it.
up. Yeah.
So let's go around the table again
Yeah, mate. Remake.
for the remake.
I'll do
I'm
scores.
going to give it 7.2 out of 10. The remake.
7.2. Okay. I
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I agree
In
with
fact,
it.
everything I've said in the whole episode is that it was right up its clacker. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but I see where you're coming from.
Yep.
And you give the original 7.5.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it really pushed it. I think they're both. Yeah.
That's fair.
I'll give the remake a 6.6.
Oh, that's
6.6.
pretty good.
Well,
from
I
8.
was gonna say 5, but I feel like 5's too low.
This is where I'm confused, and this is what I wanted to bring up. All
So
right.
it is-
So Harry, I just want to before we get to my final score on the movie.
Yep.
So you give the original, and this is where I was going to get confused with one of yours. Loaf is reasonable. His is fair, I reckon. But yours, you give the original 8.5,
Yep.
and this, what was it again?
6.6.
Why is there such a big difference when you've spoke like so closely on both movies?
I
man?
haven't spoke closely on them at all.
Oh, that's good.
I
That's good.
have not spoke closely on them at all. I said
I feel like you have, man.
No, I said it's a good as a remake, but we don't have good remakes to compare with. There's like 3 good remakes in history. So
Name.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween's up there for a
Yep.
remake. I don't. But see, like I said in the episode,
Wait, Halloween?
yes, that's what I'm saying. I talk down on it when you compare it to the original, which is a
No,
masterpiece.
that's fair.
That's
You
why
said
it
that.
always sounds like I'm talking down on it, because we're comparing it to such a high standard. But in reality, as a movie, I don't hate them. I just compare it to what the remake. It's just not. Do you know what I mean? And it's not even that
Yeah.
big of a difference. It's not even a 2 difference.
That's
But
fair.
I just can't see in any world.
I feel
where,
like that's a big difference. Like,
I just
feel
can't
like
see in any world where Texas Chainsaw Massacre the remake even comes close to the iconicness and just Texas in general.
yeah, but man, they both are good in there. That's what. That was my point anyway.
Well,
Well,
I'm
they're both-
almost certain everyone will agree with me that
Yeah.
the remake.
Bro, they're so neck and neck, man. Like the original's got some dog ass shit in it too, man. The remake's got
Yeah, but
dog ass shit.
It was made.
But they both got great
It
ass
was
shit in
made
it.
before the original Halloween. Like, you got to take that into account too when you look at it.
No, wait,
One
because
of
the original Halloween's nearly a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
This
but
ain't. That's just a
what
simple
I'm
fact.
that's what I'm talking about there. So, this came way before that in 2.
Wasn't it 2 years, bro?
That's a long time.
All right, let's
2.
get a final score.
I haven't even rated it, man.
Yeah, I know. Let's get it.
Texas a remake, 6.6 out of 10.
Whoa.
And I just want to put out there, it was actually 5 years difference between this and
Was it
Halloween.
5? Oh, I just went off the top of my head. I had no
Which is
idea.
a-
What is its
Massive.
final score on Horror Talk? remake.
20.4.
Whoa,
Man, that's high for a remake.
high as fuck, bro.
That's going to be.
That's on you guys. I only gave it a 6. Everyone flame them in the comments, not me.
Mate, I'd give it both a 6, man. What are you on about?
So
I
you
did
got
6.
Spain.
I literally give the original a 6.7 and this a 6.6. 1 decimal point higher, man. That's how close I am. And I don't feel they're that outstanding like Halloween's original to be a 7 or 8. So that's just where I'm at. 6 is fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. Well, that
I
puts
guess-
them at 1 2. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what.
But 20, bro, out of 30, man, 22 and 20 is fucking massive, bro.
Not really.
I don't
When you
see
take
that.
into account, you did 6, I did 6. They're below scores in general.
It's just one of those movies. They both are.
Sign me
They
up,
both
Rotten
are
Tomatoes.
one of those movies.
Well,
All right, boys.
I guess
think-
that kind of wraps it up, boys. Yeah. Well, anyway,
I
we
don't
should
even
probably
know.
wrap the video up. We're rambling on. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do enjoy, feel free to smash that like button. Leave a comment and subscribe. New videos every Sunday. See you, fellas. Peace.
Kill.
Peace.